Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome if this is your first time, and we are about to dive right into the psychic forecast for this week commencing 14th of February 2022. So we will start with an overview of the whole week and then we will look at each day individually, and there will be timestamps down in the description below so that you can hop back in and check back on each day throughout the week. Okay, so let's dive straight on in to the overview for this week. I have three cards for each day and for the overview itself. So let's take a look. Okay, so for this week as a whole, the cards we have are number 3, partnerships and alliances. We have number 9, the Hermit. And we also have the abundance card from the Fairy Oracle. There we go. Okay. Now, I'm actually getting quite a reluctant feeling this week, like we're trying to put off doing some things that we really should be getting on with. So it's not going to be the easiest dynamic, and we may find it preferable to pull back from social events too and spend time on our own or with people that we really trust and feel comfortable with. This is not a week for the social butterfly, and a lot of us will be watching our pennies this week too, which is not ideal for Valentine's Day week. If you were hoping to do some splurging, if you were hoping to be treated to something big and expensive, this might not be the year for it, unfortunately. The good news is that our psychic ability and our ability to manifest is actually heightened this week. So it's a very good time for meditation, for spiritual practice, prayer, contemplation, and that can also be a wonderful thing to do with your loved one as well. Abundance isn't just about cash, and that's a very strong reminder coming through there. So let's take a look at Monday, which is of course Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2022. So our cards, we have number 3, heartache and loss. This is not what you want to see on Valentine's Day. We also have the Queen of Spring, and we have fairy spotting from the Fairy Oracle deck. Okay. And I will also be posting on Monday individual Valentine's Day videos for the 12 zodiac signs. I might do 13 if I'm feeling fruity. So please do check back for those, and remember to look at your sun sign, moon sign and ascendant if you know all 3. So Monday's energy. Unfortunately, it's not the best day. So I'm hoping that most of you did your Valentine's activities on Sunday, which had a much nicer energy to it, which is what we mentioned in last week's forecast. Monday is very much a day of finding balance when it comes to emotions, so that can make it a bit tricky. I feel that emotions may be running higher than usual in all areas of life, so not just relationships. This could be at work, at school, in your home life, in family, interactions with people at the shops, could be absolutely anything, as well as your romantic relationships, so they're included in there too. I think the best advice for Monday really is to pay attention to what is upsetting you. If you get riled up or if you get triggered, look at what it is that's upset you, because that is actually a gift. That's a message. That information is going to be telling you what you need to work on within yourself, and Monday in particular is going to throw up some of our issues that we need to be working on right now. So try not to fall into blame or victimhood, even if it's a rough day for you, because we can actually use Monday's lessons to really improve our lives moving forward. So they are actually hidden gifts, even if they don't feel very nice at the time, but try to be aware of that, and with that awareness we can actually move forwards in more positive ways. So let's take a look at Tuesday next, and please do remember, if you're enjoying this video, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Remember to ring that bell so you never miss any other readings. Okay, Tuesday's cards. We have number 1, Love Begins. We have the 5 of Summer, and we have Inspiration. Okay, so Tuesday, emotionally, it's not an easy day, following on from Monday for many of us. Not everyone, but for many of us, we're going to be feeling it. It feels very much like you may have new plans you want to begin, or you're feeling ready to take a romantic relationship to the next level, but there's a real feeling of caution and anxiety that might be getting in the way on Tuesday. This could be your own mind making you worry, making you spiral, or it could just be naysayers or negative Nellies around you who are muddying the waters or deflating your balloon, really putting doubt into your mind when you didn't actually have any there. So that's very, very unhelpful. I would say on Tuesday, be careful who you talk to about personal stuff, and be careful who you share your plans with, if you have plans or ideas that you're excited about, because it is an inspired day for some of us, but there's this negative undercurrent, and people in that energy may be swept up by that, which will make them even less encouraging than usual. So the people who are usually a bit of a downer, they will be extra down, whereas those of us who are a bit more inspired, we're going to be inspired on Tuesday. So watch out for that difficult dynamic between those two sorts of people. So moving on to Wednesday, let's take a look at Wednesday's cards. We have New Beginnings, awesome. We also have the Moon, number 18, which is interesting that this shows up because Wednesday is the Leo full moon. Couldn't make this up. I love how the Moon card has decided to come out to play. And we have Pure Intention from the Fairy Oracle there. So I feel as though Wednesday is going to be much more positive than Monday and Tuesday, so that's really nice. You may find yourself going in a whole new direction on Wednesday, perhaps spiritually, perhaps in your career, because there's this whole new energy of striking out on your own and making things happen with clear vision and clear intentions. This is also a day of endings, so there may be some breakups, foreclosures, some issues on this day about endings, things coming to an end, perhaps not in a pleasant way, but it won't feel as negative as you might have expected it to. So there is that reassurance, things may come abruptly to a halt, but it won't be that bad. The energy is actually one of closing one chapter so that we can begin the next one. So even if you have disappointing news, I think you'll very quickly be able to see the silver lining or the new potential that this brings. So that's a really nice positive. So let's take a look at Thursday now. We have card number 6, moving on. We have the Prince of Summer, and we have music. Okay, quite some interesting themes going on here. There's definitely a theme of communication coming up on Thursday as well, with all of this lovely turquoise blue colour. So the forward movement in the energy is going to continue on Thursday as we feel able to strike out in confidence and perhaps feel as those things are speeding up a little bit in a good direction, in a good way. This isn't roller coaster energy. This is going as fast as you feel you want to without impediment. This is manifestation on fast forward, but in the best possible way. So Thursday is a really nice day for getting stuff done, for catching up. There's a very organized feel to it. So it's about catching up and getting things done that you maybe should have done over the past month or even over the past year. So this is going to be a great deal of clarity on Thursday and actually getting things moving forwards again. So let's take a look at Friday next. Okay, we have number 2, mental conflict, the 9 of spring, and we have moderation. Okay, so Friday actually feels like a day that's going to test our commitments, okay, to test our commitments to our plans, to our ideals, what we've decided to do. Or it might just be a simple promise that we've made to ourselves that we'll find ourselves looking at going, do I want to keep that? So, for example, if you quit drinking or smoking or something, temptation may show up on Friday in particular, or you may find yourself struggling with good intentions. In relationships, for example, you might find that an ex or somebody you rather like but really should not be dating shows up or, shows interest in you. Could be that one of you is married or that they're a bad influence or that you're bad for each other, and it makes you think about your current situation, maybe think twice about your current relationship situation. And I want to say be very, very careful, okay? And this goes in friendships too. This isn't just romantic relationships, in platonic friendships as well. There will be that kind of bad penny potentially that turns up on Friday. And I want to say on Friday, take time to consider your choices carefully, okay? Obviously, don't beat yourself up if you make a mistake, if you fall into temptation. We all do it from time to time, but I am not giving you carte blanche to do that right now. Take responsibility, okay? And do your best not to. Try to make sensible decisions on Friday because there definitely will be temptation around, okay? So Saturday, let's take a look at our cards. We have number 12, Sacrifice. We have the King of Spring. And we have Come Together. Okay. Now, Saturday feels like a very inspiring day for spiritual practice, for prayer, and it could be a good day to begin like a detox of some kind, whether it's in your diet or just detoxing your life of negativity or of toxic people and circumstances. That could be a good thing too. There's definitely a message on Saturday of letting go of something or going without something for a while in order to reap the benefits later on. So it is actually a good day to start a savings account or look into working on reducing your debts if that's something that you need to do. Saturday's energy is very helpful for that. It's actually a lovely energy for spending time with family and loved ones as well on Saturday, and there is a very timely reminder coming up in Saturday's energy that the best things in life are free, and there is always a lot to be grateful and happy for, even if we can't afford that snazzy new car that the neighbor has. There is a lot to be grateful for, and sometimes we do have to sacrifice now in order to reap the rewards later on. So moving on to Sunday, last of all, we have number 6, Memories of Love. We have the 4 of Spring, and we have Precious Time. Okay. Now, there's a great deal of wisdom coming through in the energy for Sunday, and there's a reminder here that our time on earth is actually quite short and that we're here to make the most of it, to enjoy it, to experience what life has to offer. The reminder is very much to count your blessings and remember how much you already have right now and how much you've already experienced, seen, done in your lifetime, because I guarantee you've done a lot, even if you feel a bit hard done by or maybe feel like you haven't done much. We all have. Life is very precious and really shouldn't be squandered, and that's the reminder on Sunday. We're not here to be running, always running for some imaginary finish line. It's not a race to get to the end and then die. Try and remind yourself to stay in the present moment. It's called the present because it's a gift. Whatever you do on Sunday, I want to say try and stay present and do it with joy and gratitude. The reminder is to make presence and gratitude a permanent practice in your life, and Sunday is a wonderful day to start that. So that's something to think about. And again, I'd still add the book recommendation, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, which I will also link below because that was very, very helpful to me to learn how to live in the present moment. Okay. So let's look at our motivational cards for the week. These are absolutely beautiful. We have Find Balance. We've got 2 again this week because 2 wanted to come out, and you go with what your spirit guides tell you to do. So we have Find Balance, and we have Lost and Found from the Fairy Oracle. Okay, really, really lovely cards, and I absolutely love the message that they've given me. When I first pulled these, I could actually hear the song Amazing Grace playing in my mind. It wasn't actually playing anywhere. And there's very much an energy of what once was lost has now been found with our motivational message for this week. This is a week of great spiritual potential. And we very much have the possibility to begin new positive habits that will improve our lives, and not only our lives, but the fate of the entire world moving forwards. This is important. And this is going on from last week's theme of manifesting for the bigger picture. As we remember that the point of life is to live it, to experience it, to be kind, joyful, and compassionate to each other, so we are able to find more things to be joyful and happy about. It's like a snowball effect. It's a wonderful, happy snowball. So the reminder very much from the motivational cards is that even in the midst of crisis or turmoil, we should remember that difficult times are never permanent, and a positive new beginning is always just around the next corner if we choose to reach for it and recognize it when it arrives. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Of course, as always, I have linked to all 3 card decks in the description below. If you enjoyed this reading, please remember to leave me a like, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and leave me a comment if there's something that you would like to share with the community. And I will see you again soon.